What's going on, guys? This is Hank with Lawrence Construction, just wanting to showcase our new build. We've got a rustic farmhouse style right under 1,800 square foot that we've just completed and we're ready to do our walkthrough on today. Just wanted to showcase it. And one of the big features of this house is it's very budget friendly. We call it the inflation buster. With the used house market skyrocketing, we wanted to be able to have a build that was very budget friendly, something that people could pay for and be very competitive, even considering the used market. So this house in front of us here, this is 1,800 square feet. The living room that we're looking at here is about 700 square feet as we consider the entire living space. Over here in the living room, our client ended up wanting to go with a ventless propane fireplace, and so we ended up doing that. And you'll notice the theme is going to be very farmhouse, very rustic, but with the modern tones. So we've got a lot of the grays, a lot of the window or the whites in the windows and in the trim work as well. So as we move over here to the kitchen, we're still in the open floor plan. We have it just kind of going in along with the living room. In this kitchen area, we also have a space over here that is set for the dining room. Now, the desire for the kitchen was to be very budget friendly, but to kind of give the rustic farmhouse type of feel. That was the desire there of the client. And so we ended up going with these hickory style faces on the cabinets, and these are in-stock cabinets. We were able to be very budget friendly with them and still utilize these accent pieces on the front. This is cedar with galvanized metal on the front. This was the same thing that we had showcased over at the actual fireplace. And the only thing we did splurge on, we did go a little bit higher on the budget with, was with the granite countertops, and they're a very good piece. It's one of the areas that as you're building a house, to go ahead and probably consider spending a little bit more money on as you consider what it does to the actual curb appeal. So we have the granite countertop, and we have a very nice backsplash to the granite countertop. Of course, the undermount sink. And one of my favorite things of this entire build was actually this pendant light. I think the overall feel and showcasing the bar itself is 4 feet by 6 feet wide, pretty nice overhang. And really the desire of the client was, instead of trying to get a big giant dining room table, to utilize this as a breakfast area. And so we've got an overhang that they can do that, put some bar stools and be able to utilize it for breakfast or dinner or whatever it might be, and to have the surface that's able to do it. Now in this build, this was a turnkey build, so all of the appliances were included, they're installed. This build is literally ready today to move into, and that's what the client is going to be doing over the weekend. They're getting ready to move in, and so we're very proud of being able to stay under budget and being able to do it for the price of square footage that's actually less than what a lot of the used homes are selling for. This is the inflation buster style house where we try to be very budget friendly. And the way that we're budget friendly as we look at this house was just being very smart with our floor plan, trying to maintain a very smart floor plan. This is 1,800 square feet, making sure that we don't have wasted space anywhere, try to utilize all of the space while still being very sizable in the bedrooms and in the open spaces. One of the ways we do that is by opening up the living area with a vaulted ceiling. It makes it feel a lot bigger. And we also noticed that with the bedroom sizes, they're pretty sizable as well. And we try to do that by limiting hallway space wherever possible. And so as we move into the master bedroom, we'll notice that we're going to enter right in off of the living space. We still have this little hallway area that'll direct you to the utility room. We've got our kitchen pantry right here. And our master bedroom is set up, as you'll notice, it's a very sizable master bedroom. It has a walk-in closet. It's a very good area, and we try to stay very budget friendly with the shelving. We went with wire shelving. And you'll notice as well that in the master bedroom, we have access here to the master bathroom, very good sized master bathroom, about 100 square feet. And one of the big requests here by the client on the master bathroom was we needed to include a walk-in shower, we needed to include a good sized soaker tub. And so in that floor plan and designing that, we tried to incorporate a space that would be able to do that and not feel cluttered. And so we made this bathroom pretty long lengthwise to be able to incorporate those things. Also including there a double vanity. We've got the walk-in shower, the good size soaker tub, and was even able to include a closet just off to the side here for the actual bathroom itself. So on this side of the house, we do have, as well as the master, we have a pretty good sized pantry for the kitchen quarters. And in the pantry, we try to stay very budget friendly. And so we have the track system with the wire shelving to where there's a lot of options. There's a lot of room for it, and it's a pretty good sized pantry considering the size of the house. And just off of the pantry, we have our utility room. And so we've got our area set up for the washer and dryer. as well as a space in the back for our water softener. The breaker box is located back here, as well as your HVAC. We do have a tankless hot water heater as well as the water softener hooked in. So there's a lot of area for utilities that we tried to maintain storage with on the back. So as we move from the master side of the house, we're going to go into the guest bedroom side. We've got our guest bathroom that's set up here just right off of the main living space, as well as our guest bedrooms. Now we have 2 bedrooms on this side of the house. Both of them are right around 150 square feet, decent sized bedrooms, both including the inserted closets into the wall to try to, once again, try to make the most out of our space that we have possible, being that this is an 1,800 square foot house. Now on this side, we have a very decent sized guest bathroom, hallway bathroom, including the walk-in shower. We've got a good sized vanity over here, and even on this side of the bathroom itself, we've got a decent sized pantry for all the linens and towels and anything else we might need. And then the back bedroom is going to feature the same square footage as the other bedroom. We have another window in it. Now this is going to be probably the envy of the house, as it focuses on the view out back. And so we have a beautiful view that features this very rustic area. Once again, we've got our closet over here with wire shelving, very budget friendly, but still very functional as well. Probably my favorite feature is out here on the back. One of the things that we utilized in the floor plan was go ahead and doing a pretty decent size back porch. That was one of the big requests here of the customer. So on the back side of the house, we have this really good sized porch, and one of the things we wanted to utilize, this is a beautiful view. This is out in the countryside. It's very private. We've got a beautiful pond that's set up, and of course with this winter scene, it's hard to beat. We went ahead and utilized 2x6s for our deck boards and the hog panel railing. This has been very popular in a lot of the builds we've done, as well as putting in a couple of can lights, and we also have the ceiling fan in the back. So this is a perfect spot as we consider we're getting into spring, a place to be able to sit, and this is a pretty good sized deck to be able to do that. Very private out here, and we wanted to make sure that in doing this that we were still very budget friendly. Whenever you start adding porches, you start adding roof lines, it can get very expensive very quick. And so one of the things we tried to do was kind of maintain the farmhouse style roof line of the actual build to incorporate it in the roof, so that the price would just not completely get blown out of the water. So probably the big question we have on a house of this size, 1,800 square foot, after we've toured it and seen everything, is what is the price going to look like? And I'm very proud to say that we're actually in this house for under budget, and we're actually under $130 per square foot for this house. And so this total build, 1,800 square foot, is going to run right around the $220,000 mark turnkey. And so we're very proud of being able to do that with these builds, and being able to make something like this that's affordable, that's nice. And the way that we're able to achieve that is by being very smart on our floor plan. You'll notice that the outside of the house, there's not a lot of roof lines, there's not a lot of crazy design functions, and because all of those things add to the overall price whenever you consider the framing, when you consider the plumbing, the electricity, and everything that goes into a house of the greater scale as far as the roof lines and things of that are concerned. We're able to use a lot of very budget-friendly items that are still very functional. For example, we have these in-stock cabinets that just come off of the shelf, able to design a very nice kitchen space from that and still be able to go with something that is a little bit more upscale, considering the countertops and things like that. And so the way we're able to achieve that, being very smart budget-wise, very smart on our floor plan, not blowing it out of the water whenever we get on the inside and just spending a lot where it doesn't need to be spent. So we have a very functional house that's affordable that we can move into tomorrow and be ready to live in.